do we ever have fun? So, I went ahead and tested everything with this game. Looked at my CPU. It's running between somewhere between 50 and 70%. So I was like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll be able to run it with the model. Sweet. Got everything all set up to run with the model. Went to go live. And my system just freezes. Before I can even get the game open, system just freezes. And I went, you've got to be kidding me. Hard reset the entire system, restarted it, restarted the model software, OBS, all of it, restarted the whole thing, and took a look at the CPU, and it's like, oh no, I'm running between 50 and 70, and I was like, so why did you freeze before? Why did you freeze before? Can we talk about why you froze before? No. Okay, cool. So we'll see if we can go live with the model today. Don't know. We'll see. Yes. I was just doing a test run. I've been working so hard lately. It's a good thing my last project finally ended and I can take a few weeks off. Maybe I should go back home, take a break. I get that feel, right? I remember the wetlands, short trees with dark bark, dragonflies along the water's surface. I grew up here, close to this marsh, with Axel, my best friend. Axel and I both love frogs. It's funny. I was thinking about him this morning. He just called. Something tells me he has a plan. Axel always has a plan in mind. Sure, we'll tutorialize. Why not? Axel hasn't changed at all. We met up a few miles from the wetlands of our childhood. He showed me a place where he planned to build of all things a frog refuge. Cool. Hey Cleo, long time no see. So happy to see you again. Axel, it's been a while. How are things around here? Great, but as you can see, the Frog Refuge is pretty empty so far. I'm thinking we could fill it with frog furniture. Frog furniture. Is that a thing? Of course! Frogs are attracted to certain types of furniture. Let's try it. You'll see. Use the shop to buy some furniture. I can speak today. I gave you some money to buy a bathtub. Frogs love bath time. Okay, so we want to buy a bathtub in the shop. Open your inventory to retrieve the furniture. Then you can place it anywhere you want in the refuge. Okay. Can I? Oh, okay, so there is more space in the refuge. Let's kind of take a look around. Sure. Toggle the editor button to enter or exit editor mode. This way you can move furniture around. Oh, cool. Good. So that's what I was wondering, is if it would let me actually move things. You see that? You get some reputation points from placing the bathtub. You get hearts by adding new furniture to the refuge. Or you can also tame new frogs to get hearts. Taming frogs? Oh, that sounds very exciting. Also, sounds like I got a thunderstorm passing overhead. First one of the season. This'll be fun. It's pretty simple. You give them all the food they want. Most frogs love flies, but their tastes get more complex. Interact with frogs to show up. Interact with the frogs that show up on the furniture. Open a panel with information on the frogs. So we got can I move up there? Oh, it's a WASDA thing. There's a frog up there. Can I? Why won't you let me go and say hi to the froggy? Victus banana pink. Food flies. Feed it a fly. Okay. You can also take pictures of frogs because they're cute, obviously. But now open the camera and take a frog picture to put in your frog decks. That's a different one than before. Frog decks and journal. The frog decks. Open the frog decks to see all the frogs you fed or photographed. Okay, cool. Axel seems thrilled about his new project. He details his plans: more furniture to attract frogs, help the wetlands and its biodiversity thrive, and build a great frog refuge for frogs. So, Cleo, what do you think? You down to help me? Sure. Of course. This is such a cool project. And you know how much I love frogs. All right. Let's make this our first task. We need to increase our reputation and add new frogs to the frog decks. So we should place new furniture, and we tame frogs by feeding them so we get hearts, correct? Yep. How about we get at least 40 hearts and 3 frogs in the frog decks? If you're looking for things to do, you could check out the current objectives in the journal. Akidak! What are you? You're a silver banana. What if we just feed all? Frog tamed. Okay. But that only leaves us 3 flies left. Okay. So then, can we take a picture? There we go. Victus silver kiwi, whatever that is. That's it. We only that's all we have. Okay, where do we get more food is the question. Okay. So that's... We can get a log. We can sell stuff, whatever that does. Sure. I think we already have that guy. Yeah, we already have this guy. So where do we get more food is the question. And then... Axel, mission accomplished. The refuge got more reputation points, and I added a bunch of frogs to the frog decks. Unfortunately, I'm running out of insects and money. No worries. Step 2 of the plan starts now. Let's visit the wetlands so I can show you a couple of things we can do. The wetlands is in bad shape. If we restore it, we could use its resources for the refuge. Cool. Now let's go out into the wetlands. How does that sound? We could gather some resources and food for the frogs. Well, I wasn't quite done there, but cool. Here we are, the wetlands. It's a beautiful natural resource. But people think it's just full of mosquitoes. You and I should think of it as a wonderful treasure trove. It's all dried up. Yeah, don't worry. There's water underneath the dirt. We can dig ponds to restore the zone. In exchange, it'll give us some resources. Let's have a look at the wetland shack. Enter the shack by pressing on this. Okay. This is our little wetland shack. Here you'll find tons of info about the wetland restoration status. There's a board with info about the plants. What's the bioscore? The bioscore is the combined value of the carbon capture and fluorodiversity. The higher it is, the better for the wetlands. Gotcha. So the next step is making sure frogs are super happy, right? Yeah, we gotta get that bioscore up, girl. Okay, so we need to go catch bugs, is what I'm getting here. In the shack, you can buy blueprints to develop wetlands restoration technology. We already know how to dig a pond, so how about we learn how to plant some simple berry bushes? You want a berry bush? Oh, we've got more money now. Don't know where that came from. But okay, cool. Good, now let's start re-wetting these wetlands. Let's do this. For the moment, let's dig a pond and grow a berry bush next to it. Cool, what kind of berry bush? So we're gonna open the editor and start by digging a pond. Ooh. Let's put it right here. There. Thank you. Wait for the pond to attract insects and collect them. These are the insects that we'll use to feed the frogs. So that got me 12 flies. Okay, I think I've got it. We use the blueprints to restore the wetlands. We use the wetlands to restore the funds to the refuge. Exactly. Now let's get started on the objective. Let's add another berry bush and some reeds. So I'm taking it to do that. We have to go here. We have to get reeds. That's not the button I wanted. That is. That's a big berry bush already.